Today we're going to be talking about dark posts. What are they and should you be using them for your e-commerce brand? I'm hoping if you're watching this video you already know what dark posts are, but if you don't, then let's quickly have a little rundown. So dark posts are essentially paid posts which are disguised as organic posts. The most popular use of this is where an influencer, for example, has a post on their own page but is being paid for by the brand. And that is what we're going to be talking about today, why that type of dark post is so incredibly effective. So here's a little rundown of how it works. A influencer will make you some content, some user-generated content. They'll then send you that content. That can be videos, photos, whatever it is that you need that you have asked that influencer to create. They'll make all those assets for you. They will then send them to you. You can do whatever you want to do with them, edit them into a montage, add voiceover, add music, all that stuff. And then you go ahead using your Facebook ads manager and request access to their Instagram or Facebook page in order to advertise on it. So that means that you can put spend behind a post. So you can go and create an advert like you normally do, but instead of selecting your brand page when you go to choose what page you want it to run on, you tap the influencer's account. That's why they're called dark posts, because that post can't be found anywhere on their actual page, but instead it's being ran as an advert. So when influencers are scrolling through their feed, they will see a post from said influencer as a sponsored post, and they won't be able to find that on their usual organic feed. If you leverage this type of creative, it can be incredibly powerful for your brand. And one of the main reasons for that is because customers are now becoming more and more aware that adverts are a thing. They're becoming more and more aware that their data is being used to target them adverts, which is why when a user sees a post from an influencer, some UGC content as a sponsored post or an organic post, and it's being posted by a brand, they instantly disregard it. And a lot of the time, people don't even follow the brands that they like on social media. So straight away, that user-generated content that you paid so much money for and you carefully crafted is just being ignored because it's being ran by your brand. And dark posts are essentially a way for you to avoid that, because when a user is scrolling down their timeline, they will see, you know, posts from their friends, and then suddenly they will see a sponsored post from an influencer that they like, and it will be them using your product, and it's posted by the page. So straight away, it looks like an organic post, and people won't ignore it as they do with adverts. A lot of the time, they won't even realize that it is an advert unless they look at the little sponsored tag which is underneath. This allows your advertising to be so much more effective because no longer are you advertising under your brand's page. Instead, it's being advertised using somebody's profile. And the best part about this is you have full control over who sees that because it's an advert. One of the best ways I've seen this being used is by Josh Snow, who runs Snow Teeth Whitening, and he said this is his method. He has 3 ad sets, okay? So he has ad set 1, ad set 2, ad set 3. Ad set number 1 is being targeted to the users that follow that influencer. So the reason that you do this is because with organic posting on Instagram and a lot of other platforms, you are essentially limited because organic just isn't as good as it used to be. It can be leveraged really well, but it's not as good. Normally, on average, you'll probably reach 30 to 40% of a user's following. And especially if that is a branded post, it's probably even less because not that many people are going to like it. So instead, you spend to fuel the post to send it to as many of their followers as you possibly can. Of course, this only works if that influencer is within your niche already. Ad set number 2 is sent to the brand's audience. So this can be, as usual, cold audience, retargeted audience, whatever you want. It is exclusively sent to their audience. And finally, ad set number 3 is a mix of the 2. This one can be really effective because you're basically getting the best of both worlds, and Facebook will optimize it so that you get the best conversions. Josh Snow said that this works incredibly well for him when doing dark posts, and I can see why, because you're getting all the followers, you're getting all the cold audience, and then you're getting both of them and everybody in between. Of course, this only works if you have a close relationship with the influencers that you're working with. This probably won't work if this is somebody that you've never worked with before, because there is a lot of trust involved. The brand has to trust the creator that they are going to do a good job of representing the brand, and the influencer has to trust the brand as well, because you are essentially giving them access to your Facebook page or Instagram page. Dark posts on TikTok work a little bit different, but they can be done. They're called spark ads. It's essentially where an influencer will create a piece of content, they'll post it to their feed, and then the advertiser can then get a special code for that video and then put that inside their creative, inside the TikTok advertising suite, and then you can run that as an advert. So they're a little bit different since dark posts within Instagram and Facebook aren't visible on the organic feed. However, with TikTok, they are. But with both, you still get the best of both worlds. The fact that this is a organic piece of content being run as an advert. This is a great way to collect a whole lot of data, especially in a post-iOS 14 world where data is like the most valuable thing ever. This works incredibly well because you can gather data on the platform. You won't own that data. Sadly, you're just renting that space from Facebook or Instagram, but it still works really well in order to collect, for instance, video view data. If you haven't started using dark posts, it's definitely something that you need to start using, and I would highly suggest it. So if you're looking to try something new, maybe the other ways you used to advertise are running a little bit dry, then I'd suggest dark posts. Give it a go, see if it works for you. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure that you hit the like button and subscribe for more videos about finance and marketing. Also, leave a comment. Have you ever tried dark posts? Are they something that you want to carry on trying? If you have done and it was successful, let me know. Would love to know your thoughts. Until next time, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you later.